Welcome to today's YouTube video. Are you someone who slices that golf ball uncontrollably? The most important thing in learning to stop your slice is to understand how a slice is caused. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you how you slice the golf ball, the reasons what are behind your slice, and at the end, the bonus part of this video, give you my most simple tip yet to stop slicing the golf ball. Welcome to today's video. If you are a brand new viewer, welcome to AlexElliottGolf. This is the channel that brings you content on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays as well. My aim on here is to help you enjoy your golf, play better golf, and give you some entertainment in the golfing world. So today's video, I'm going to use my flight scope and tell you the real reasons why, which people aren't telling you, by the way. This is what people aren't telling you, why you're slicing the golf ball. Before we get into today's video, I want to ask you a question. What is your average drive? Okay, because there's a real correlation you see on the European Tour and the PGA Tour to the guys that are hitting it way further. The guys that are hitting it way further are actually scoring better, because we know in terms of strokes gained, we've got better opportunities to hit it closer to the flag. So I want to know what you're driving it now, because if we can get rid of that slice, we could start hitting it further, lowering your scores and playing better golf. And we all know we all want to smash that golf ball further. So how it's going to work out in today's video is I'm going to hit several shots with irons and driver, explain the reasons why that ball sliced, and then get into a fix at the bonus part of this video. So what we're going to firstly do is we're going to hit a golf ball away and then look at the data, because I think it's a real good way of understanding, looking at the 3D part of my flight scope, because it gives you a real good understanding of what's happening at impact. The one thing I want you to bear in mind throughout this whole video when we're looking at this is our bike wheel from here to here. So from hip height on the way down to hip height on the way through, because that's going to be a real good telltale sign between in terms of understanding club path and understanding our face as well. Okay, so let's hit this one away. I'm going to hit this one so it has quite a lot of left to right curvature to illustrate what we're looking at here. So nice high fade, a lot of left to right curvature. Let's have a look closer at this data and explain to you the real reason why you're slicing the golf ball. So if we look closer at this data on the right hand side of the screen now, you can see that I have a club path that is 13 degrees left. Now this is something that I commonly see with people that are serial slicers of the golf ball. Bear in mind this is our 7-iron at the minute, so if we did that with driver, we know that could be accentuated a little bit further. We then go down to the face the path at the bottom of the screen here on the right hand side, and we can see that my face is pointing to the right of my club path. Okay, so we know the slices of the golf ball, we have a path that's traveling to the left and a face that's pointing to the right. Stepping into this aspect now, this is the bit that are really going to help you understand what's happening. So if we look at the swing now and we take the center tile as our ball to target line, so exactly where we're aiming. You can see here that we've got our orange line, so our bike wheel, that is traveling to the left, and we have a face, when we pull up the data now, that is open to that. So if we've got an orange bike wheel from hip height here to hip height on the way through, traveling to the left, and we've got a face that is pointing right of our path and pointing right of our ball to target line, like we have here, we know we're going to have some real slice curvature. So it's an important thing to understand, and a relationship that we understand, because if we step into how we're going to fix this, understanding that we've got a club path that's traveling to left, from hip height to hip height, and a face that is open to our path and open to our ball to target line, we know now how to correct it. So keep that visual in your mind, keep the orange line in your mind, because now when we step into the fix, that's going to be what we're going to work on. There'll be two parts to this fix, because as we know now, there are two parts, or simplified two parts, the reasons why we slice the golf ball. So first bit, we're going to talk about how we can start to control the face, then placing a water bottle down, how then we can start to control our orange line. So the orange line and where the face point is a real determining factor about our slice. Remember, our orange line to begin with was in this direction, which would go through the bottle, and our face was pointing to the right. So firstly, we're going to lose the golf club, and I want you to just put your thumbs together like so to begin with. So we're going to talk about the reasons why we got a lot of people that have that face open, so predominantly the thumbs would point to the right. I want you to start making swings where we start to point the thumbs to the left. So if I show you from face on here now, we start to point the thumbs to the left as we swing through. This is going to really help us get this face closer to square, or if not, pointing to the left. And anybody that slices it, that's going to be absolute gold dust, because if we can then start matching our face and our path, so both pointing to the left, we've stopped curvature. But then, if we want to turn it into a draw, this is the exciting bit. This is the bit now where we place the water bottle down, and we start to feel like we swing inside the water bottle to inside the water bottle, point the thumbs to the left, and that's a really nice, exciting way to stop causing the slice curvature. Okay, so we know the two aspects now. We know what we're trying to feel like we control the face through the thumbs, and that's a really nice drill that you can do at home, by the way. Now, if you're watching this video, you don't have to do that down the range. The second part is we're going to place a water bottle. If we put our club head down, move the club head out, move the club head back, that's where exactly we're going to place that water bottle down on the ground. Because this really gives us a nice visual of being able to swing inside this water bottle to achieve that club path, which is working the opposite. So our orange line will hopefully now be tilted slightly to the right, and our face will be pointing slightly closed of that. That's a really nice situation to be in, because if we can be there, we know we've got some totally different club face and impact characteristics. Okay, so let's create a mini version of trying to get the opposite. So club path to the right, face to the left, feeling bite wheel and thumbs. So that was a little mini version. Let's delve a little bit deeper into the actual data and have a look at the orange line. So if we remember our orange line before, it was traveling to the left of this tile. Now we've got an orange line that's traveling to the right, with a club face that's slightly close to our orange line, and that is the gold dust there. This is a real good situation to be in, because we can start to create the opposite impact factors. So remember the orange line, hip height to hip height, and if we can start to create impact factors that look like the second, then we can rein it in and we can stop causing that slice. So in today's video, we talked about the reasons why you slice the golf ball and a foolproof technique to stop slicing it. Remember the orange line, remember the thumbs, remember the data, because this is the real way you're going to stop slicing the golf ball. Hope you enjoyed today's video on Alex Elliott Golf. It's a real good insight into the reasons and the concepts behind the slice, and that is the real way you're going to stop slicing the golf ball. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time on Alex Elliott Golf.